All right, y'all. Just wanted to make a quick video here. So I was going in and I'm actually creating a file called Camera Alignment Engraving Template. It's a file that I can open up when I need to do, like I was doing a dog tag for one of the kids at church today, and I wanted to align it on the machine. So I figured I would create a template I can use. And I noticed that when you switch between the 3 inch, I have a 3 inch lens and a 2.5 inch lens, that it does change things. So I was going to do a file where I would have my notes, and I can go in the file, show notes, and I have my different lens adjustments for the 3 inch and then for the 2.5 inch, right? So I'm in there and I created this square, no, this, excuse me, this rectangle. Now it's 11 and 7/8 wide, tall, by 24 inches wide. And when I did that and I made a framing rectangle, I noticed that my framing rectangle was larger than the actual workpiece. So I figured something's not set up right in the machine. So I noticed that when you do the adjustments, so you go to capture, you capture your screen, and then you go into adjustments. I've been adjusting X and Y shift. Well, I noticed that the width and the height has an adjustment as well. So I dialed that in. So for my 3 inch lens, which is what I have in there now, I dialed that in for changing this to 1.25% width and 1.2% height. So that basically changed the size so that it lined up with my workpiece. So now when I click on this, it tells me that it's 24 by 11 and 7/8. Uh, Actually, you know what? I think it was 11 and 15/16. My apologies. So when I do that, now it lines up perfectly with my workpiece. And then when I frame it, everything's great. Well, now if I go in here and I switch to my 2 inch lens, so let me just go ahead and laser, machine settings, load from file. I'm not physically going to change the lens, but this is the same thing. So I'm going to open it. I'm going to go ahead and write it. And then I say okay. And then just for fun, I double check and make sure that it's there. So machine settings. And I check my X, Y, and Z. And there's my Z has my 7 inch uh, offset for the 2.5 inch, excuse me, 7 millimeter offset for the 2.5 inch lens. So then I go in here. I'm going to go ahead and move it. I'll move my lens over to my probe position. I just saved a position for the probe. You can see it move. And then I'll go ahead and autofocus. And now it's going to autofocus for the 2.5 inch lens, not the 3 inch lens. So now when I go and I capture, update my overlay, let me move this out of the way, update my overlay, you'll see my size is different. See that blue square right there, that rectangle? So now it doesn't match my workpiece because the lens is closer to the table, because it's a 1/2 inch closer for the 2.5 inch lens versus the 3. So if I go into adjust, and for my, now this is almost zero, it might be zero on yours, but for the 2.5 inch lens, my width, I actually go to minus 0.25%, and then the height is actually zero. So the height adjustment is zero. So when I do that, now you can see it is perfect on my board, or close enough anyway. I can probably move that just a little to the right if I wanted to. And then when I frame it, you can't see it, but when I frame it, it's perfect. And the X and Y shift for me stays the same at minus 2 millimeters and minus 150 X and Y direction. But anyway, just thought I would share this with you guys. I've been battling the X and Y shift, when in reality between the 3 inch and the 2.5 inch, it's the width, because the lens is acting like it's either closer or further away from the work surface, so it's changing the size. So anyway, and it shouldn't matter if you have a 2 inch workpiece in here. You're gonna adjust off of the top of that. Now, one thing to note: this is for the Hydra machine where the table moves. I don't know that this is the same for the XT or the XRF. So this is for the Hydra machine. But just thought I would share this with you guys. Hope this helps you. And if you're getting any value from my videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until the next video, laser on, dudes.